Hey everyone, Jackie Friedman again, and I am back on board the beautiful Celebrity Apex with Hotel Director Christophe Belaubre. So Christophe, what advice do you have for cruisers that might be a little apprehensive about cruising right now?
Well, I can safely say that if I work here, it's mainly safe.
Yes.
Now, we have obviously, before the pandemic, already I think the cruise industry was quite renowned for its level of cleanliness. And the pandemic just increased that, that fact. So the company has worked tirelessly for over a year to come up with the best protocol possible to guarantee the safety and health of our guests and crew. So really what we have is a comprehensive cleaning and sanitizing program that we have increased sanitation all over the place. We have trained the crew. We have increased the amount of personnel that clean the ship. We have intensified all the eye frequently touched area around the ship are sanitized much more frequently than before. We have testing in place, obviously, for the guests prior they come on board, while they are on board, and the crew is tested every single week and then everybody wears masks and everything. Everybody has keep the social distance. So really, it's probably, and I'm not saying that without just because I work for the company, but it is the safest place to be because of the fact that, as I say, every employee is looked after, is tested every week. Every guest is tested when they come on board at the end of the cruise. We, because there is
Right.
time to time that we have cases on board, we have a very strict protocol when it comes to quickly isolate the guest. And then we have a system in place where we can easily track all the close contact of that guest. We have a video system which allows us to track back to 48 hours. We track back 48 hours and we can see every guest that has been in contact with that person or crew in that matter. And if we identify a close contact, which is a person that actually stays more than 15 continuous minutes in contact with that person, we call that person, this person is tested, and then isolated in case, either this person become, the close contact is positive or negative, they will be isolated and obviously sent off the ship at the end of the cruise. Or in case we need it, if somebody is symptomatic, we have agreement in every port of call that we go. We have agreement with health local authority. So if we need to evacuate a guest to an hospital, we have the right to do that. So there is no issue like before.
Right.
When we had this was the whole issue, is because no one country or port wanted to welcome, to take the ships in because they were afraid. And the problem is if you keep, obviously, the more sick people aboard the ship, the more you increase the chance of spreading the virus. So this is now the company has put a protocol that this won't happen ever, because we won't sell in any places where we do not have those agreements with the port, which makes a huge difference. Not only we can contain it on the ship, but as well we have this facility to send any guest or crew outside of the ship as quick as possible.
So you keep some cabins on board
That's
available for quarantine?
We have approximately, we have what we call a red zone and a yellow zone. So red zone is guests that have contracted the COVID and are symptomatic. So we have 6 cabins on board the ship, which has been redone. So to make sure that there is no carpet, there's only a hard flooring to facilitate the cleaning. Okay. So we have protocol, to look after those guests if they are inside this zone, and then we have a yellow zone for any close contact like this. So we have approximately on the ship we have always approximately 15 cabins for that, and then we can increase according to the number of cases that we have. But yes.
Well, that's helpful because I know that's a question that a lot of travel advisors have, and a lot of their clients have. So that's been helpful. Is there anything else that you think might be helpful for them to know as it relates to cruising right now?
Yeah. Well, again, besides the fact it's safe, we have, I think, what is quite significant is the fact that we have managed to incorporate all those safety protocols without changing the experience on board the ship. And I think that was, at the beginning, was one of the things that I was personally worried as working on board the ship. But I found out that, you know, we are a business, and always the cruise industry has been one of this industry that has adapted very quickly to its environment and ever-changing environment. And I think we are a very resilient industry, and the way that we have gone through the pandemic and come up even stronger than before when it comes to all those health protocol, I think is a testament to how the industry respond to challenges. So and you know, I think the guest, it's just obviously it's not maybe the first choice of coming on the cruise ship, but I have to say that every guest that comes realize that they want to come back and they feel actually safer on the ship than they are actually at home, you know. So it's quite a testament to that. Yes.
I'll tell you, it was my first choice, so
Yes.
I'm certainly happy to be back, loving every minute on the Celebrity Apex. So Christophe, thank you so much.
My pleasure.